It was a sunny day, but it was not a normal day. A giant robot dinosaur stomped through the city. Its name was Rexbot 9000. It had big, sharp metal teeth. Its tail was long and strong. It could smash a building with one swing. Rexbot 9000 roared a loud robot roar. The sound was like 100 cars crashing all at once. It was looking for a fight. It wanted to be the king of all robots. Nobody was going to stop it, or so it thought. Suddenly, a new robot appeared. It was a robot lion. Its name was Leotron. Leotron had a shiny golden body. Its mane was made of sharp silver blades. It moved fast and quietly. Leotron let out a mighty electric roar. It sounded like thunder and lightning mixed together. It looked right at Rexbot 9000. Leotron did not look scared. It was ready to battle. The city was about to become a big metal playground for these two giant robots. The people on the street stopped and stared. Rexbot 9000 charged first. Its giant metal feet shook the ground. Crunch, crunch, crunch! It opened its huge jaws. It tried to bite Leotron's head, but Leotron was too quick. It jumped to the side. Whoosh! Then Leotron pounced. It used its sharp claws to scratch the dinosaur's leg. Sparks flew. Metal screeched against metal. It was a loud, awful sound. The fight had started. It was going to be a big one, and everyone was watching. The two robots battled back and forth. Rexbot 9000 swung its giant tail. Wham! It hit a bus and sent it flying. The bus landed in a fountain. Splash! Leotron shot lasers from its eyes. Pew! Pew! The lasers bounced off the dinosaur's strong armor. The robots were evenly matched. Neither one could win easily. They crashed into buildings. They ripped up streets. The city was their battleground. But the fight was about to get much, much bigger. Something else was coming. Just when the fight was getting good, a new sound filled the air. It was a deep, booming sound. Boom, boom, boom. It was not a robot sound. It was the sound of a real, live heart. A very, very big heart. Suddenly, a giant gorilla stomped into the city. This was no robot. This was Kong, the eighth wonder of the world. He was bigger than any building. He had thick black fur and kind but worried eyes. He looked very, very powerful. He did not look happy about the robot fight. But Kong was not alone. All around him, smaller robots appeared. They were not shaped like animals. They were sleek, white robots with blue lights. They were the Guardian bots. Their job was to protect Kong. They moved in perfect formation like a robot army. They stood between Kong and the fighting robots. Their blue lights flashed. They raised their hands, which glowed with energy. Their mission was clear. Stop the fight. Protect the giant gorilla. They were ready for anything. The Guardian bots made a wall of metal in front of Kong. One of them spoke. Its voice was calm and electronic. Cease conflict. You are endangering the Protectorate. Rexbot 9000 did not listen. It just saw more robots to smash. It let out another loud robot roar. Leotron also growled. It did not like being told what to do. The two fighting robots looked at the new arrivals. They did not see protectors. They saw new enemies. This was not the end of the fight. Kong watched the robots. He was not a fighter. He was a gentle giant. But he knew danger when he saw it. He could see the Guardian bots getting ready to defend him. He could see the anger in the eyes of Rexbot 9000 and Leotron. He beat his giant chest. Thump, thump, thump. It was a warning. A powerful, mighty warning to all the robots. The message was simple. Stop this now. But robots do not always listen to gorillas, even very big ones. The battle was about to get crazy. Rexbot 9000 did not care about the warning. It charged right at the Guardian bots. It swung its head and smashed two of them into pieces. Crash! The other Guardian bots started shooting their energy beams. Zap! 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 The beams hit the dino robot, making big black marks on its metal skin. It was a full-on war now. Leotron joined in, leaping over the Guardian bots. It clawed at Rexbot 9000's back. The fight was no longer a one-on-one duel. It was a chaotic free-for-all with robots everywhere. The Guardian bots were very good fighters. They worked together as a team. Some shot lasers while others created energy shields. They tried to push Rexbot 9000 and Leotron away from Kong. But the two big robots were too strong. They were built for destruction. They smashed through the shields. They stomped on the smaller robots. Metal parts flew through the air like confetti. The street was covered in broken wires and busted gears. It was the biggest, messiest robot battle the world had ever seen. Kong saw his protectors being destroyed. He saw the fire and the explosions. He knew he had to do something. He was a peaceful creature, but he would protect his friends. With a mighty roar that shook every window in the city, Kong stepped into the fight. He was not a robot. He was pure muscle and power. He grabbed Rexbot 9000's long tail. The giant robot was surprised. It had never been grabbed like that before. It was like a toy in Kong's massive hands. Now it was a three-way battle. Kong vs Rexbot 9000 vs Leotron. The remaining Guardian bots helped Kong. They fired their lasers at the two evil robots, distracting them. Kong swung the dino robot around and around. Then he let go. Rexbot 9000 went flying through the air. It crashed into a skyscraper. Kaboom! Leotron tried to pounce on Kong, but the giant gorilla was ready. He caught the robot lion in mid-air. The battle had reached its peak. It was pure chaos. The humans on the street were terrified. When the fight started, they had watched from a safe distance, but now the battle was everywhere. A giant robot dinosaur had just flown into a building. Chunks of concrete and glass rained down on the street below. People screamed and ran. "Run!" a man yelled. "Run for your lives!" They tried to find shelter. They hid behind cars and in doorways, but nowhere felt safe. The ground trembled with every step the giants took. It was a nightmare. The danger was real. A laser beam from a Guardian bot missed Leotron and hit a hot dog stand. Boom! The stand exploded, sending hot dogs and buns flying everywhere. A flying piece of a destroyed robot smashed through a donut shop window. The people were not just watching a show anymore. They were in the middle of a war zone. They had to get away. Parents grabbed their children. Friends helped each other. They all ran away from the giant, earth-shaking fight. Kong saw the running humans. He saw their fear. He knew this had to end. He held Leotron tight in his giant hands. The robot lion struggled and scratched, but it was no use. Kong was too strong. With all his might, he squeezed. Crunch! He crushed the robot lion into a ball of twisted metal. Then he threw it down. One robot down. He turned to look at Rexbot 9000, which was pulling itself out of the broken building. It was damaged, but it was still ready to fight. But Rexbot 9000 saw what happened to Leotron. It saw the power of Kong. Its red electronic eyes blinked. Its programming told it to fight, but its survival circuits told it to run. For the first time, the mighty dino robot felt fear. It turned around and ran away as fast as its giant legs could carry it. It stomped out of the city, leaving a trail of destruction behind. Kong roared one last time, a roar of victory. The battle was over. The city was a mess, but the people were safe, all thanks to the giant gorilla.